Good afternoon, guys, and happy Monday to all of your sunshiny faces. So I've got one big jewel haul for you guys today. Me and my mom needed to run there. Well, actually, we had to go to Walmart too, and so today we decided to go today instead of going yesterday, because we also had to go to Walmart because my mom needed some stuff for her and my dad as well, for their trip that they're taking, and a couple other little like things too, just to make sure that like we had stuff as well before they leave. So because Matthew I think might be coming home Friday. If that's the case, they're leaving on Wednesday, so it'll be like 2 or 3 days possibly without having a car. So if we did run out of something, we would not be able to go and get anything. So we, like I said, ended up just picking up a couple extra things that we might need. But anyways, like I said, we ended up going to Jewel. It looks like all my coupons came off. Everything came up the right price, and I got everything. They had everything I wanted, except for I think the only thing they didn't have was they did have like a produce sale that was going on. They had these little lemon juice little things. They said they also had lime juice, but I didn't see any at our Jewel that I could find. So this one, you know, like I said, I don't know if they had it in a different spot or whatever, but just like in the produce section, they had those lemon ones, and then I didn't see any of the lime ones, and I like having that in case they do guacamole, or even to my other, like, and I don't have fresh limes. So I will have lime juice sometimes on hand, but I don't have any right now, so I was like, oh, that's really convenient, I can pick that up. But like I said, they didn't end up having it that I saw. So anyways, though, like I said, we got a lot of stuff. Let me share with you guys everything we ended up picking up at Jewel today. So all this stuff here on the table ended up paying $76.32 for, and $2.57 of that was tax, and we saved $144.45 for a 66% savings. So like I said, really good deals. So they had a couple of different promotional sales that were going on. One was they had a 69-cent like produce sale, so I got a handful of those items. They also had advertised was a 99-cent sale that was going on, and I got some of those items as well. So, and then also too though, like in a different sort of section, wasn't included with the 99-cent, but they did have chicken breast for 99 cents a pound. They also too with coupon had berries on sale. So like I said, I picked up a handful of those other things as well. I don't know if those are necessarily like part of, like they were, like I said, sort of part of it, but like the way the ad, they had it sectioned and advertised and everything, like I said, was a little bit different. So some of those, the sales and promotions that they had going on, plus they also had a handful of advertised just for you offers. So I think everything that I did was advertised. None of it was personalized that I know of. So like I said, it's pretty much, you know, most of these were all deals that were advertised that anyone would be able to do, like I said, if you end up just clipping those coupons from Jewel. So again, I'll start off with the 69-cent items. For the produce, they had spinach, which was 69 cents. They also had the garden salad, which was 69 cents. The spinach I'll probably give to guinea pigs because they actually have been really liking spinach lately. So we'll have some of it, they'll get some of it. And then carrots, they had 1 pound package of carrots for 69 cents. That's a really good price. Like I've barely seen, sometimes they're like around 99 cents is like a good price for carrots. So 69, that's awesome. They had Granny Smith apples. They actually had a couple different varieties of apples. We picked up the Granny Smith apples, 69 cents. Got a little over 4 pounds. It was $2.88 for that. And then also too, like I was saying with the lemon juice, that was only 69 cents as well. And they also had lime juice. Like I said, he didn't pick that up. And then they had the berries, blackberries, blueberries, and strawberries were 99 cents with just for you coupon, and it was a limit of 2 each. So you were able to pick up 2 packages of each of those, which like I said, for 99 cents, that's a really awesome price. We went ahead and picked those up. And then also too, again, kind of 99-cent sale stuff going on. Also too, this stuff over here is just the stuff that's on the table. My parents are planning on packing up with them. That's just in the way right now. So yeah, that wasn't stuff from the store. That was just stuff that's sitting on the table right now. But like I was saying, chicken breast at 99 cents a pound, and you guys can see there we saved $17.92, only paid $4.40 4 for about a little under 4.5 pounds, and then this one was a little under 4 pounds at 99 cents a pound, paid $3.77 for that. Then also too, as part of their like I was saying, the 99-cent sale going on, they had a handful of different things. The only stuff I ended up picking up though was the sour cream, just because I know we have one package in the fridge, but I'm not sure how much longer it's going to hold out for, so I just picked that up. And then also too, nail polish remover was 99 cents, so we picked up 2 of those. And again too, the way I look at that is it's cheaper than the Dollar Tree, because the Dollar Tree is $1.25, so right now getting it for 99 cents is still a pretty decent price. Then these items, the rest of the things on the table, I think were all advertised just for you coupon deals. So they had the Aunt Millie's bread, that was bread and buns. Those were $1.49 when you buy 3 with the just for you coupon, so you have to buy 3 to get them at that price. And like I said, they were $1.49 each. And then the Garrett's popcorn, that was $2.99 with a just for you coupon. It was a limit of 2. And then also too, they had the Keebler cookies. Those were on sale, $4 for 2 or $2 each with the just for you coupon. I believe you have to buy 2 to get them at that price. Dots pretzels were $2.99 also with the just for you. I think they were $2.99 or $3.99. Let me double check real quick right here. $3.99 with the just for you coupon, which is actually a pretty good price. A lot of these, like the, I don't know if they call them the pub pretzels or whatever, there's a handful of different varieties. Dots is probably one of the most expensive ones, but those are typically kind of expensive, so that's actually not too bad of a sale for that. And then they had both Coke and Pepsi products. So a lot of times when they run these kind of sales, it's either just Coke or just Pepsi, and you have to buy, if it says like multiples of 4, you have to buy just 4 Cokes and then just 4 Pepsis. This sale was a mix and match. You could buy 4 of anything that you wanted. So we were able to pick up a pack of Pepsi, Mountain Dew, which are both Pepsi brand products, and then Coke and Diet Coke, which obviously are Coke products. So like I said, you're able to do that and mix and match with this sale. But they're $3.99 with the just for you coupon. You must buy 4 to get them at that price, and like I said, it is a limit of 4 also too, but you can mix and match with them. So like I said, that was pretty good. That way you're not limited to having to buy just one kind, because like everybody else seems to like Pepsi, and like my dad liked Mountain Dew, but then my mom likes Diet Coke and I like regular Coke. So like I said, when we have those kind of sales, sometimes it's like I have to buy 8 of them in order to get, like, you know, a variety of everything that everybody likes. But this was really awesome. So and with the Diet Coke though, we also picked up those Diet Cokes for my mom, which is what she drinks, at Tony's, because they had them $12 for 3, so they were $4 each. So it's a penny cheaper here, but I figured I could get a variety of the different stuff that we like at Jewel, and then make sure we got just the Coke products, because that's what they were running at Tony's. I could get just the Coke, the Diet Coke that my mom drinks at Tony's, because like I said, she drinks that much more often than we do, so she goes through it more often than we do as well. So that's why we picked up and stocked up on a lot of hers. And then also too, they had the Gatorades. These were on sale 99 cents. They were a limit of 10. So while that's still a little expensive, like I got a bunch of those. I got 15 of those Powerades for 69 cents or 79 cents, I think it was, at Tony's this week. Gatorade is typically also much more expensive product than the Powerades. So like, and even too, like the Body Armors, because I think we got some of those just recently for like 89 cents. But Gatorade, normally at $1, is a really good price. Like I said, they're typically more money than any of the other sports drinks. So that was, again, a pretty good deal on that end, as far as like $10 for 10 of them. And then also too, the only thing that was a little bit different was the Ritz crackers. I think it was any of the Nabisco crackers were advertised $4 for 2, so they were $2 each. However, I know that I had personally $1 off of 2 coupon. So with the just for you coupons, those ones that are like normally the advertised like price point ones, they'll just tell you like, oh, when you go through like the app, it'll tell you like, oh, these items are like, you know, get 4 for 2 or $2.99 each or whatever. Those are typically the store coupons, and you can normally stack those with the manufacturer coupon. So if you load both coupons, they typically both come off. So with this, I had $1 off 2 manufacturer coupon that also ended up taking off. So that ended up making those just $3 for 2 or $1.50 each, which is a pretty good price. But I think that the $1 off 2 was only on like the Ritz crackers or something like that. So anyways, that's just what I ended up going with for those for those items. But that ended up working out to be a really good deal for those as well, because like $2 I probably wouldn't have bought them, because I think like even at Walmart you can get the generic brand like for that price. So but for $1.50 for Ritz brands is a good deal. So like I said, this was everything we ended up picking up. There was a lot of stuff, but and then we had to, like I said, a handful of stuff we had to get at Walmart today too. So we were out for a while and kind of running around running errands too, kind of getting ready for, like I said, my parents for their little vacation. But again, we ended up getting all this stuff done at least before they left, so that we don't have to worry about that. But as far as next week goes, because it is Memorial Day, and like by the time my parents get back, it'll be Memorial Day, and my dad's birthday is like Monday, Tuesday, and so then I'm not entirely sure when we're going to schedule and plan everything to get to the stores, because they'll be leaving by the time this week's sales start, and then they'll be back, and like all of the events from the week will almost be over by the time they end up getting back. So and everything's over, it'll be almost the next week's sales. So not entirely sure what will be going on with groceries for next week right now, but like I said, for as of right now, we're fine and good for groceries, and it's just whatever sales they have for next week. I'm not sure when we'll be able to get out to the stores to do those. So either way, again, I will have those hauls as soon as I have them for you guys, but this was everything we ended up picking up today. Like I said, I think for 66% saving, that's awesome. The chicken breast was like a huge thing too, because it retails at $4.99, but you get it for 99 cents a pound. That's awesome. And again too, even the pops and that kind of stuff, like those retail at let's see, the normally $8.99 a pack, and we got them for under half price. So they're normally almost $9. We got them for $4. So like I said, a handful of those things were like well over 50% savings, which is a really good deal. And like I was saying too, with the other products, mostly the way I look at it is like, would I be able to get those items cheaper than I could at Aldi or Walmart? And for most of these things, that was yes. The only thing kind of is like the bread, but the Aunt Millie's brand is really, really good. We like that, and the loaves are like the giant loaves too, which I think are bigger sort of than Aldi's, and Aldi's price is normally around $1 per loaf of bread, and I think $1 for the buns. But again, I think that the quality is a little bit better than Aldi's, so I'll pay the extra 50 cents per item for, like I said, those, because that's still a really good deal. And quality, like I said, I think is a little bit better. So anyways though, this was everything. Like I said, I'm going to get it all put away, and then I'm going to actually have my coffee, because I haven't yet. And then also too, we have a handful of other things we have to get done for today. Like we have plants that my mom got last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago, that my mom got with my aunt at a like a greenhouse, and we want to get them planted before my parents get back, because again too, it's probably going to be close to a week before we can do that. So we need to get the garden beds tilled, but I also need the last of the dirt for the very last bed. So either way, we have a couple other things I have to get done, but I'd like to try and get to that today, like I said, before my parents end up leaving. And then also too, my dad I think needs to stop at Menards, because the dogs are almost out of dog food. And again too, no car for almost a week means we need to have at least a week's worth of dog food for the dogs, and we're getting very close to being out. Like we might be able to squeeze by with like what we have left, but I don't want to take any chances and then be giving them, I don't know, cereal or dog, like bread for the dogs or something like that. So they will not have, like I said, any of them but eating their dog cookies. That's pretty much going to be it. And here comes both of them wondering why I'm saying the word cookies and dog food. Anyways, like I said, I'm going to get this put away, but I thought I'd just share with you guys the haul for today. So guys, I am going to actually just go brush my teeth and then get to bed, because me and my dad ended up actually, we went outside, and my dad was feeling a little bit better today. I was telling you guys how he was really like sick. It just like, it's weird, like my dad doesn't normally get like that sick. When he does, like sometimes you can hardly tell, but like I don't know, this was definitely like, I could tell he was sick. Like Matthew and Jack seem like they get sick a lot, and then I think my mom's probably the next, and then probably me, and then my dad. Like I said, my dad hardly ever gets sick. Like I will probably get sick maybe about once a year, like at most maybe twice. It was weird though, because like there was a couple of years where I remember, especially like in high school, where it seemed like I got sick more often. But like weirdly enough though, in middle school, I think I only missed like 2 days of school in 8th grade or something like that. 2 or 3 days of school in middle school. Well, in 8th grade I think it was. And I don't even remember missing any days though in 7th grade. But like I said, I remember like barely ever being sick. But then in high school, I remember like being sick several times and missing school a lot. Not a lot, but just like much more than 3 days, which I think was my combined total absences in like in 8th grade, and I think in 7th grade too. But like I said, just like I wasn't like, especially lately too though, over the last couple of years, like I said, it's been like maybe once a year I get sick. My dad, like, he'll get like a sinus infection maybe, or like again he'll get like something you know, like maybe a cold or something like that, but nothing where he's like, I just have to lay down, like I can't do anything today kind of sick. And that was how he was this weekend. Like I said, it's been a long time since he's ever been like, I'd say probably a couple years at least, was just a little off. And so that's why again too, we didn't get too much done, but he was feeling much better today. He was out for like 2 days maybe at most. As far as like really not feeling good again too, he still sounds kind of like not quite great today, but a lot better. So we ended up going outside though, and we ended up so I told you guys how we were getting all the dirt, and we did compost, manure, we did all kinds of stuff, new stuff for the garden, just to kind of feed the garden as well, and got some new, like we also did some potting soil, so that has like the perlite in it, so that it, you know, retains water better and all that kind of stuff. So we ended up doing that, and we bought all of that, but the thing was we needed to mix it all in. And so the easy thing to do was just go to our tiller, our electric tiller, and just took it and went through the garden beds with it. And so everything got all nice and mixed in. The thing is that we only did the beds that are away from the house. So we have, I think there's 4 large, like 4 double beds away from our house, and then there's 3 large ones and then 1 small one that's like a single bed. But the ones we have are like double beds. It's just there's no like beam in the middle, but I think they're 3 feet maybe by 2 feet or something like that. And so, but like a double bed then is like 6 by 2 feet. So, but like I said, so I'm not entirely sure of our total square footage of garden, but we do have a pretty decent amount. The thing was is that I wanted to move because I did have chives come back this year, crazy amount of chives come back this year, and also what was the other thing, thyme come back this year also, and so I wanted to move those into a bed where I can just do all of my herbs. So what I'm going to be doing is in the front bed, at least most likely for right now, I'm going to be doing all of my herbs in there. So we have to figure out too what else we want to plant. It's funny though, a lot of my cilantro I noticed started coming back, so I might try and maybe if it pops back up, maybe pull some of that and move it down as well. But I did find several little pieces of cilantro that was coming back, so because a lot of it went to seed, and so it just reseeded, and then it's all volunteered again this year. So we got a bunch of that. Like not a bunch of that, but there was a ton of lettuce. We picked all the lettuce. My mom stored it in the fridge because you guys saw we just got back from the grocery store and got spinach and garden salad. But because I wanted to, where all of that was coming back, because that was the bed I had it in, is where I wanted to move all the herbs to. So like I said, we only did the beds across the way from like the house. We didn't do the ones next to the house. My dad's gonna do those tomorrow because my mom did buy some stuff. I think I was telling you guys last week or 2 weeks ago maybe, with my aunt, they went to a greenhouse and picked out some like vegetables, I think, for the most part, and some other stuff, but stuff that needs to go in the garden beds. And so we wanted to get that stuff done, and hopefully done too before they leave, because we don't want to leave everything not planted and then have to wait another week to get everything planted. So the goal was to try and get all that done, but the thing was that, like I said, we needed to till it all up and mix all of the dirt in with all the new stuff, and then just kind of to help get the weeds out a little bit more. Like we pulled everything, and for the most part nothing really was coming back, but I did pull a couple more blades of grass out of there and stuff like that. But a lot of my beans, surprisingly, are also coming back, which I don't really want there. So I'm wondering if, I think they're a little too small actually to move at this point. So I'm not sure that that'll be, that they'll really do well if I try and move them, but I might and just move them down to where I want them, because I ended up doing like beans at one end, and then as we got the other garden beds I think finished last year, I put more beans down at the other end, and I just want them in one spot now instead of the two spots where they were. And so like I said, I think I'm gonna try and move some of that stuff, but I might try and do that. The thing was, like I said, I needed to dig stuff out and move it so my dad could till in there, because I didn't want him digging up like the chives and the thyme. So I dug that out, moved it, let him do all the beds, and then I replanted the stuff where I wanted it. And then also to my leeks. I had 2 leeks that came back, which is the same thing too. They actually overwinterize, and they can, and you can just harvest them the next year, but I'm not really entirely sure what, like, I know that they're not done yet, but I'm not sure what size a full-size leek is. Like, I've only eaten leeks maybe about twice before, but I have an amazing recipe for a vegetarian pot pie that uses leeks. That was one of the only times, like I said, I think I've ever bought and used leeks. But I was actually loved it, and I think the recipe actually calls for 2 leeks maybe, and that's all that came back. I planted 6, and honestly they were on like, I think I got them on clearance at like the end of fall for like 50 cents or 75 cents or $1 maybe or something like that, and I got a 6-pack of them, and I was like, if any of these make it through the winter and come back, that'd be awesome. If they don't, whatever. And I did. I got 2 again, so again, cheaper still than probably getting them fresh at the grocery store. We're growing them ourselves, so, and they made it and survived, like I said, at least 2 of them. But I know from the pack they actually looked really sad, and I was, like I said, kind of thinking they might not make it at all, and 2 of them still made it. So but I did need to move those as well. So and like I said, I have to figure out when I actually should pick them, because I don't know exactly how long before they're like full grown. But they do get pretty decent size. These ones just look a little smaller than, like I said, the ones I know I bought at the grocery store before. So I don't know, we'll have to see. But that's something cool and different too. Like, not a lot of people grow leeks in their garden or eat leeks, but like I said, I had it, I loved it. It was I think it was like sauteed and like, you know, in like the sauce for like the pot pie. So you think of like chicken pot pie, but like the sauce, but it was like a vegetarian sauce, and it was like, but like with it they kind of tasted like onions. They're not tasted like onions, but like the texture was like just like onions, and like that was how it, I don't know, it was really good. And like I said, I made it years and years ago, and so when I saw they were on clearance though, and they were one of the few things that were left at the store when we were going, because we were checking the like the garden section of Menards up until like the end of fall last year, and so like we bought all of our spring stuff, and then we were still like looking to see like, do they have anything on clearance, like do we maybe want to plant still a couple things. And so that was when I found those sad little leeks, and like I said, still maybe get 2 of them this year would be cool. So anyways though, we still have to finish the rest of the other beds tomorrow. My goal though is, guys, is that I'm not sure, I mean, probably could, but we probably won't get any this year. The last bed I want to do, the only half bed that we have, I want to do strawberries in, because we used to at our old house have strawberries. I really want to do strawberries here, since we have a bed that would be kind of specific for them, because I do know they kind of spread a little bit. But I would love strawberries. That'd be so awesome. Like homegrown strawberries or something kind of special. In fact, all berries are kind of special. Like my friend had a I think it was blackberry bush in her backyard, and but it was like under their pine tree or something like that too, and it was not fun to go through like to try and get the blackberries off of, but they were so good also. I think they were blackberries. It could have been something else, but anyways, I am going to, like I said, just get ready for bed. But that's what we were up to today. And I also did a little bit of weeding in the backyard, pulled some stuff out of the garden beds, and so that's why I was a little dirty, and I was just like, I'm just gonna shower now, which was still kind of like later in the afternoon. So like I said, now I'm just gonna go and brush my teeth and get to bed. But I'll see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see y'all very soon. Jenny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.